you read all these articles about great leadership, what it takes to be a good leader, and all this kind of stuff. And I really thought back about it, and I was like, I'm gonna call this person the unicorn boss, right? And seeing a unicorn boss in action was, for me, something that now, at this point in my career, and just generally, I've always tried to emulate. And for me, the unicorn boss, we talk about so many different things, being courageous, etc., etc. And all of those are relevant, don't get me wrong. But I'm going to call it this unicorn boss, the real game changer for me is seeing a person who works without ego. And that is probably one of the hardest things to do. A person that allows each member of their team to shine and is not in competition with them, and fully understands that if my team shows up well and I develop my team, I support my team, I champion my team, then this all works in my favor, rather than being in competition with said team and trying to undermine the work that they're doing. And it's this concept that I've come to see over and over again, that a lot of the times that good bosses are these kinds of people. They have nothing to prove. They are comfortable and confident in their own success. They are willing to put and champion those who are coming after them to create pathways to have a strong team, as opposed to the others who try and obstruct their team's success. No one understands why, but it's personal insecurity, right? And the reason why I call them the unicorn boss is because they're hard to find, but you can recognize them. And this is what I wanted to say, is that sometimes it might not be that your boss is the unicorn boss, but I'm not saying you can always get to their team, because a lot of the times you can't, but it's recognizing that there are good ones, many, many good ones out there. And even if it's being close to them and learning from them, even if you're not directly reporting to them, it's still a wonderful opportunity. And I just call them the unicorn because there's not very many of them, but that doesn't mean they don't exist. And I was very, very lucky and very, very privileged to encounter one in my career that just made me think about things really differently, that showed me that there is another way, and it doesn't have to be sat within competition. It doesn't have to be sat within personal insecurity. It can be collaborative. It can be empowering. It can be uplifting. So I wish you all a unicorn boss, but I also wish you, even if not to directly work with them, to be in close proximity to them. And I can also say that a unicorn boss is definitely the kind of person you want to sponsor you, because they fundamentally understand the concept. Even if they don't necessarily understand the minutiae around systemic barriers, they don't always need to, in terms of they are so content to help uplift you. If you explain what it is you need, they are willing to engage and support you in that. So I wish you all that same encounter, that same success. And that's just one of the things I learned. It was a twofold one, for things for me to put into practice and things for others to be able to emulate.